Strong Ale Fest has been happening now for 8 years, which is awesome because this is our 8th annual and it's all beers 8% or higher. So this is kind of a special number year. Strong Ale Fest is a layer of things. It's a way for us to share highly allocated beers between a huge amount of people instead of just a few people. And its core, it's just a festival celebrating beers that are 8% or higher. But in its incarnation, it was just something I'm selfish about and I really wanted to explore. I wanted to be able to just go into an event knowing that there were like some highly allocated beers, and I tend to drink beers that are 8% or higher with very high IBU, so this is my way of doing it. And the state of Kansas has a lot of one-offs, and so if I use it in an event like this where 300 or so people can share the same beer instead of only like say 50 or 60 people, we're dosing it out 2 ounces at a time instead of 12. That's also what Strong Ale Fest is. This time next year, we'll have the second floor above us, which is twice the size of this dining room, and we'll be able to hold like 100 more people. So instead of it being, this year we're almost 300, we're probably about 450 once we get on the second floor. So, because we have plenty of beer, we just don't have enough square footage. I feel like Strong Ale Fest has helped push Wichita to balls up a little bit when it comes to beer. I mean, any given time you look at our beer menu, we tend to have like half or more 8% or higher beers. But a lot of places it's very hard to find a beer that's 8% or higher. And so I kind of like that maybe Strong Ale Fest has helped improve the culture in that way for Wichita as far as like drinking beers that are like high end on ABV and IBU. I purposely hold out on 60 tickets every event. And that's because I know people that are close to me or my regulars kind of put it off a little bit. And so by holding back on tickets, I already know when we sell out, 75% of the tickets are people that have already been to this event or they're regulars. And so I'd say out of like almost 300 people, we're dealing with like 30, 40 people. My percentages, I'm trying not to be arbitrary with my numbers, but are people that have never been to this event before. And so we have a lot of repeat customers. We have a lot of repeat just industry people. And that's what, just everybody knows the flow. So it's not so much of a shit show. I mean, this place is a shit show. And so when we all come back every year, it's like, welcome back to the shit show, because everybody knows that it's gonna work out. So I always feel like if someone comes to this event right off the bat, all worked up about whether or not they're gonna get their money's worth, or they don't know, they can't figure it out, they're like worried about if they're gonna have a good time, then they probably really truly don't like craft beer, because for people that I know, that I relate to, that love craft beer, they're not bound that tight where they have to worry about it, you know what I mean? And that's one thing I love about the people that come to this event. They're not wound tight. You know, they love good beer, they like being around people that like good beer, and they make it easy.
When you see them, all right? You deserve it, man.